Okay, that was horrible. That didn't work. I tried doing something else. It didn't work at all. At least I don't think it did. Wait a minute. I don't know what's going on. It ain't working right. Well, obviously I did make it work. Obviously, because of the beginning. It's a little slow. I thought the dang thing would be faster. You know why? Because the other one I had before I got trashed, the motor would click. I don't know if you remember or not, because it would go forward and you would hear not the normal, like. Of course, that ain't normal either. You would hear or something, like, the gears and everything. You wouldn't hear like is how I'm gonna describe that. I described it like this. So now I do know that every toy that they end up making, the sound is like either higher, lower, all that crap. This one happens to be lower sounding, so than the other one that I had. Lights work, motor works, yes, everything works, speaker, everything. Problem is it's very slow. Like on first speed, it goes from like here. It goes from like here to here. That is bad. My only guess is, because what I did was, I was about ready to open it up because I finished cleaning it, right? I finished cleaning the corrosion off as best I could with a couple of Q-tips, which I know is not the best thing to use. But Q-tips and rubbing alcohol is what I ended up using. And I went through like 7 Q-tips, which really, Q-tips have like 2 ends on them, so really I went through like 14 14 Q-tip things on both ends, really. So, I cleaned that off, and I noticed, like, if you open the car up, which this one is pretty hard to open up, actually, and I'm gonna have to restore it later, like, do a better job than I did, like, right now. I just did it quickly, because I want to do a video on it, and probably leave it alone for a little while, and then I'll eventually get back to it, open it up, restore it all, like, resolder the wires back on, like, clean. Like, I could see whenever I opened up the battery cap, or the battery cover, there's like a little hole in there that I could see, like, there's like a little connection piece, there's like a minus, like the spring, and then over on the other side, there's the plus, so it's like this. I don't know how else to explain this, but the piece is like this, the connection piece. Spring on one side, plus on the other. There's some that are just a spring, or like just a minus and just a plus. But I believe there's like 2 of them in there that are a minus on one side and plus on the other side, negative and positive. And then in the middle, there's like this little metal piece that sticks up, and that is inside of the dang car that you can't see unless you look through that hole. So I looked through the hole, and it's rusted, which means corrosion. I'm going to say rust, because that's what it looks like in there. Usually for me, corrosion looks like it's all white. This one looks like rust, which is all brown, so it's me for you. So that's what I'm going to have to restore later on, is get in there, clean all that crap off of both ends of that, get the wires, probably take the solder off and recoat it with solder, newer, cleaner solder, and then resolder them back on to the battery post things on them. Or if it's just bad enough and it just doesn't want to work, then I might just replace all of the battery connections altogether and just somehow get some new ones and throw them in, resolder it all. And if it's even worse than that, I'm gonna have to resolder everything: board, speaker, lights, motor, everything. And my theory about the motor, which you'll see here in a minute, why it's going so dang slow. I mean, I I might take the capacitor off anyway just to make it go faster, possibly. It might not. I think it's because the wires. Maybe the corrosion got to the wires and it's 20 years old, so you don't know what to expect. Came out of the box and it's going slower than the other one that I had. So, maybe it's something to do with the wires. How long is this? Jesus. Maybe it's something to do with the wires. I don't know. Connection with the board, because it's like, it doesn't want to go. So, good thing is you can tell a difference in the speed thing, so that's good. It is working through that, but probably take the capacitor off and rewire it. I don't know what else to do. So here's this. Actually, couple more three things you can tell, just like the other one, 3 buttons. It will not work unless you press this. Then it'll go if you press forward or backward. And here's the cat. One of them. Cat's gonna show up everywhere now. It's like, how many times did you spot Lily and Leo in the video? So obviously it's got 3 buttons. You have to press that. Aha! Somebody told me that on another video that it would work, and I tried it with the one that got thrown away. It wasn't working, but I did it like a trick with the I put like dead batteries in it. All of a sudden, it did that noise. I was like, "What the? What was that?" I was like, "How the heck did it make that noise?" And then I couldn't get it to do it again after that. But obviously, it's working with this one. I don't know what was with the other one. Nope. There we go. Didn't know it did that. That is a secret. If there's any secrets on any Road Ripper that hardly anybody knows, it is this car right here. Heck yes. Plus, there is a preview. Basically, this is the preview. Unboxing of this thing right here. This thing is as big. I thought this thing was smaller than this. No, it is as big as those freaking 8-button cars. That have freaking 8 buttons on them. It is as big as one of those freaking things. Like XBell, I'm going to say XBell 123. If he's changed his channel name, I don't remember. XBell something. His freaking Black Viper is as big as that, okay? That's what it is. This is about as big scale as that, but it's only 5 buttons on that thing. Good thing is I don't have to do a stupid corrosion video because of the fact that this happens. So, redo that. Hold on. See? Obviously, it's working, sort of. Dead batteries, but still. And it takes 4 AA's. So, yeah, obviously it does that stupid secret thing. Weird secret. So weird. It didn't work with the other one that much. It only did that like 1 time. And I was like, how the hell? Yeah. So, obviously, there's 1 motor, 3 buttons, 2 lights, obviously. 1 here. 1 here. There is none back here whatsoever, and none up here. There's like paint right here for that. Three batteries obviously is the motor again. That's actually a big speaker in there. And the last thing is, the reason why the battery cap is like this is because of the fact that there was only so much connection in there. I put the batteries in there and it wouldn't work again after that. So I was trying to take it apart. I was trying to show somebody why it wasn't working. All of a sudden I pressed the button and it started working, which then obviously, because it's old and loud, obviously the older that it is, usually the louder that it is. And it does this to me. It scared the crap out of me every freaking time this happens. I hate it. I'm glad it works. That's a good thing. I figured it would, but corrosion, you don't know. Never know. Corrosion. That is the worst corrosion I have seen in my life. Obviously, I can tell you that. If you have 20-year-old corrosion in the original box and you have 20-year-old corrosion and you clean it off, it's going to work. Okay? That's a good thing. So what happened is the middle battery, the second one I would say in the middle of it, it was like this much. I'm going to say there's like 1 to 2% worth of connection. There was no 100% whatsoever. There's like 2% worth of connection in there. I can move it in one spot and there's slightly bit on another one, and then if you move it completely all the way down, it will not work. It just shut off. But if you so I kind of left the battery up in the air, and I couldn't put the battery cap all the way down like I wanted to. Like, it's supposed to be in more, this piece, I can't do this. More light. You see, this piece is actually supposed to be in more, like down here more, and then this screw is actually supposed to be, like, this battery cap is supposed to be down more, not up like this. I had to have it like that because it would push the battery in and make it not work. So for temporary video usage, I'm gonna have the battery cap like that, and I just screwed it in, and it's gonna hopefully hold it there for me while it moves. So I'm gonna get to that now. Obviously, 12 minutes of me going again. So yeah, I mean, obviously you've seen this, I believe. Weird is I kind of don't remember, but I thought my other one used to go backwards and then forwards instead of forward and backward. But this is what that one does. That's just awesome. Anybody can tell me why it's doing that. I have my theories, my ways that I think that it might be, that I can try and I might fix it. But anybody can tell me that, I would gladly appreciate it. So I would gladly try that idea. It might have something to do with the board as well, that's for sure. So I do know capacitors go out like 20-25 years. You gotta replace them because they start screwing up. Believe it or not, my Viper's starting to screw up because of that. I put completely new batteries in it. It's going from low to high, low to high. That's when you know there's a freaking capacitor issue. It just does that. I don't know why. It's stupid. So, obviously it's backward. No one does backwards, but it does the same thing as the forward button. It just goes backwards. Rev up, speed number 2. think I just noticed why it went low. First speed, it goes, and the second speed, and then third is probably going to, so. I hate that how it squeaks like that. It's new and it's, well, sort of. Been in stock for 20 years, but yet it goes like, it's just horrible. At least the plastic's not broke and I didn't have to put a freaking wire tie around it. Third speed. So yeah, that's that. I could get it to go backwards. And by the way, we cleared out this place. So do that again backwards. What just happened there? That's horrible. So yeah, that helped a lot. So see, like, on. So yeah, there's that. As soon as this video gets uploaded, I will be making a video of that. So basically unboxing of that thing. So yeah.